Hello and welcome to Miss Kellinghaus's tutorial on how to use your Webmail and how to use your OneDrive. You're going to need both of these for success in using technology this year. Both will be useful in communicating with your teachers and fellow students and for saving materials as you produce projects and writings this year, and will make it easy for you to save and access those materials anywhere on a computer without having to have a USB port. Let's begin with our student email. If you're at school and you log in, it goes automatically to the Campbell County Schools website. If not, and you're at home, the address is campbellcountyschools.org. At the top, drop-down menu under Parents and Students, the student email link is at the very top. When you access that, it will ask you to log in. If someone else has been logged in already, it'll ask you to designate that you want to log in as a different account. The email login will be your first name dot your last name at stu.campbell.kentuckyschools.us. Your password should be the same as the password that you use to log into the school's computers. Once you enter your password, it'll take you to your login for the Webmail, and you'll get this screen. For today's lesson, we're going to cover only two of the applications available to you on your online office, Webmail and OneDrive. You should be aware, however, that you have a calendar available to you. You have online Word, Excel, and PowerPoint available to you, so that if you don't have those available to you at your computer at home, you can work on those through your office online. You also have a OneNote online, which is a note taker available to you, and so you may want to explore those, or we may revisit those at a later date. Let's begin with our Webmail. If you enter your Webmail box, you'll see your basic Webmail information. Here's your inbox. You'll see the student is already using their Webmail to create a Dropbox account, to create a Quizlet account. You will also be using your Webmail to create a MemBeam account and an Edmodo account. So please be aware that you will need this email account, so you need to familiarize yourself with it. If you're unfamiliar with how to send an email through this account, it's like most email accounts. To the left is a new button. If you click on that to create a new email, the to is the email you're sending to, subject is what you're emailing about, and then you would type your email here and then hit the send button. If you're unfamiliar with the email address of the person that you need to email, if you click on the to button, it'll bring up a search list. You type in the last name of the person you're searching for. There's my name, and you click plus to add me to the email and click OK. That would add me to the email for you to send an email to. Test email is the subject line. This is a test, and you send that. If you want to make sure that it's sent, you also copy yourself to the email. You send that email. Notice that the email came back to show that the email sent. It also went to me. When you are finished working within your email account and you want to exit your email account, to the top right hand button where the little person sits, if you click on that, you'll notice there's a sign out at the very bottom where you would sign out your account. We are not going to sign out yet. Instead, I want to show you to the top left hand where this little square box is. When you click on that little square box, it gives us access to all our applications. We want to see the OneDrive application. So we're going to enter our OneDrive application, and it's going to open up Welcome to OneDrive for Business. You are going to have to initiate your OneDrive because it's never set up before, and it will ask you to give it a moment to set things up. So it's initiating your OneDrive for the first time. Once your OneDrive has initiated, you're going to see this screen. You'll see it has New, Upload, and Sync. The easiest way to work your OneDrive is to complete projects, writing, or to complete prezzies, and then we often will save them on our computer It's actually quite common habit to save them in our documents or even save them on the computer drive. When you open up your email account, go to this little square box, click on our OneDrive, it brings us to this screen. We click on Upload, and it's going to allow us to go anywhere on the computer where we've saved things. So oftentimes many of us will save them in the Documents file on our computer. Some of us even have a habit of saving things on our desktop. So if I go to my Documents file and I see, oh, I saved my grant paper in my Documents file. If I go to my grants paper, I click on it, and then I click the word Open, it's going to automatically upload my grant paper into my Documents file onto my OneDrive. Now, what's wonderful about this is when I close my Office Webmail and I go to someone else's house, I go to another school, I go to another computer, I open up that computer, I open up my Webmail, and there will be my OneDrive with my grant paper. So I don't have to carry a USB with me. I have that paper accessible to print. That's also important if you don't have access to a printer, because wherever you will have access to a printer, you'll be able to open that file up right online on that webmail. If you want to create a new file, you click on New, and you'll see it'll allow you within your OneDrive to create a Word document, a PowerPoint presentation, an Excel workbook, or even a survey, or even to create a new folder where you can keep things. So if I want to create a folder and I want to call this Language Arts, and then I want to create, I now have a Language Arts folder where I can keep all of my uploads for Language Arts. I can create a math folder, I can create a science folder, I can create a social studies folder, and then I can put those materials into that. If I decide I've uploaded something I do not want, I can right click on that, I can delete it, and that is how we use our OneDrive to save files, folders, projects, and materials that we want to access anywhere. If you have any further questions or feel the need to revisit any part of this video for better understanding, please do so. Also, please feel free to explore the many things that Office 365 has to offer, both on your OneDrive, your Webmail, and your calendar. And hopefully I will see you again soon on another lesson on how to use our calendar and our OneNote.